fucking horse.
What is that hat?
That's a fast hat. I like
That
it.
is.
It is clever. It's hat's got a backstory which we can get into either now or
Well, maybe
at a future
we
time.
haven't started yet, have we?
Have we started? No. Have we?
No? Are we?
We're still recording. Like 10 minutes ago.
But this is it, isn't it? This is the podcast.
Technically it is, but
All right. Well, let's get into it then. Episode 14. Coming up to Christmas. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Back on the Horse podcast. We've got so much stuff to get through tonight.
Do we?
I'm very excited. I'm
Yeah,
like
yeah?
half open pocket knife for tonight.
Okay.
I'm a bit tired.
Metaphorically.
Yes.
You didn't give Scott the opportunity to talk about the number 14.
I was happy with that
Well,
because
I
I
was
haven't done
getting
anything.
You haven't
I haven't
done-
researched
haven't
anything.
anything.
14 is double 7. 7 is the number of balls that used to be in a cricket over. There you go.
Oh, did,
I've just said that.
did it really?
Look it up. I don't know.
I thought it was 8.
Yeah, I don't know. They've,
Did it?
But
Yeah,
you can't get
so it
from
didn't.
one digit to another without passing through the meet. So when they changed it from 8 to 6, it had to be 7, like just for a microsecond as they changed it.
Okay, fair enough.
Someone look it up. I don't know. I'm not going to look things up.
You're not going to do any prep work.
I'm eating chicken crimpy
You're eating chicken crimpy.
because you guys ate the barbecue.
Yeah, we sure
We
did.
had the rest of
We
it.
said there's only barbecue shapes and chicken crimpy left. Let's eat the shapes before Scott gets here and leave him the chicken crimpy.
You
He
guys are
loves
great.
it.
Very
I
good.
love
All right. Just another quick thank you from me to everyone out there in stablemate land for listening in, catching up with us, and sending in messages. And also, before Christmas happens, a thanks to you three for it'd be just a great.
I think we
grateful
might.
for-
I think we might have one more before Christmas.
Oh, we will. Yeah.
But
I
that's-
just want to thank you guys.
but this
Yeah,
is still
no,
very
That was a
nice.
good
And-
thank you.
This
Yeah,
is still
it was a
very
good
nice, and I will
thank
accept
you.
your thank you
Yeah, and I
and
I mean,
return it to you.
I meet your thank you with a reciprocal thank
Yeah.
you.
What about love? Can you say I love you, Leggy? Because I love you, Scoot.
Okay, I love you.
I've never seen him more uncomfortable.
I love you guys. Thank you very much. We've been going
been
for over 6 months now, I think.
Have
to
we?
Episode 14.
Maybe.
6
Who
months.
So, yeah, who knows? We don't
Whoever
know.
could look something up, if you look it up, it
No,
might be 6 months,
we
it
don't
might be
it's felt
14.
much longer.
This segment or the actual 6 months?
Anyway, so we're going to catch up. What have we been doing, guys? What's been
What have we did? You and I have been building a fence for
Yeah.
a couple of days
You
at
guys
my
are a
house, so
man.
that's been.
You're a real man.
I've got.
really.
Can I just take a moment? I've got an appreciation for what this guy does for a living every day. What? You got a problem with me
Oh,
praising
no,
him?
that's fine.
You didn't seem happy about it. I've got an appreciation for what this guy does every day. I'm so sore. I miss my desk job. But yeah, and on top of that, I'm so sore right now. But he goes and plays basketball after. He'll go and do boxing. You're a machine.
Yeah,
Well
something,
done. You're a machine.
something's
Then get
not
up and
right.
do it again.
Something's not right up there, but that's okay. Yeah,
Except
thank you.
last night I did pull up okay after day one. We had some drinks in the pool for till what 1 o'clock or something,
Yeah,
and then we got up and did it all again.
yeah. That was good.
Yeah. But yeah, apart
Make
from
sure you
that-
save a nail for me to put in, just so I can say I've
The
contributed.
Glory Hunter is
We built a
we
great
built
fence,
this.
lads.
Yeah, we'll come around in the morning.
we built
Plenty
a
of nails we put in.
we built a deck at my place once. Scott turned up just as we were finished and put one screw in, and now he's like, that deck we built.
What have you been doing? You've been away.
Yeah, Stratty. Yeah, just got back from Stratty today. Yeah, good place. The old
I've got
Strat-
stories about Stratty.
Oh, have you?
I think I've already told you.
Would you
but
like to
that's
tell
all
them
right.
now on the air?
Not on the air, no.
Stratty's great. I actually have. I'm a what's the word? A Stratty. What's the word for someone who's like new to something?
Virgin?
No, because I've done it now a couple of times.
Right.
Like a newbie
Amateur.
or a hey,
Amateur?
something like that.
Enthusiast?
This is painful content to listen to. I'm sure, but anyway,
Do some
I know
prep
West
work
Coast
then.
Cooler is a leg opener for you. So
yeah,
it's
West Coast Cool. Try it at your next beach event. Um,
Christmas party.
yeah, no, Stratty's great. Like it's kind of like Fraser, but it's so close.
Yeah.
Just go over the ferry.
And you didn't take the caravan?
No, I didn't take the caravan because we're going to sell it. So I need to. We weren't sure if we had to still have it or not because we just got a cabin, which is good. It was massive compared to a caravan.
Yeah.
It was like.
Yep.
I
Right.
commented to the boys a few times, like, "Hey, look at all the space, lads."
You're selling it.
Yeah, selling a
We
caravan.
should raffle it off to the stablemates at your expense.
Well, if that raffle ticket happens to be $40,000, then they can. But yeah, so once we sell the caravan, Erin doesn't know this yet.
Speak up into the
We're
microphone.
gonna, me and the lads have planned we're gonna buy a boat with it.
Really?
Oh.
So there we go.
And when are you going to tell Erin when it's in the driveway?
Meep, meep.
Isn't it lucky that Erin doesn't listen to
I
the
know,
podcast?
it's very lucky.
Wow, that's exciting. That's
Yeah,
cool.
well, I don't know. It's just
Maybe.
chit chat,
Ah, okay.
but we'll
Yeah.
see.
With the boys, but not her.
Yeah.
Cool. What kind of boat?
Something you can tow a tube, go fishing, a bit of an all rounder. 60 horsepower, 5 meter, 4.5 meter, something like that.
Yeah?
Yep.
Cool. Dams, bit of fishing.
Yeah, the dams.
Yeah. Now, did you wear this hat? We talked about earlier all the time at Strady.
Yeah, what is this
Erin
hat?
hates this hat.
Oh, well, yeah, rightfully so. It's terrible.
Does she hate worse the Gooch Hollandies or that hat?
Oh, she hated the Gooch Hole undies.
She threw them out.
Yeah, she was.
suspect.
She was conspiring with me to get rid of them
I
for years.
suspect.
I didn't want anywhere near
Those
them.
Gooch Hole undies were fantastic because what you get with that, we've talked about, haven't we?
Here we go.
We're not going to do that thing where you say I've told the story before and then I can't tell it again,
That's all right.
and then I have to wait in silence, because we're not going to
Well,
do
just
that.
get new content.
The thing is, what do you wear? Boxers or briefs?
Both. We've talked about
Yeah,
this.
I know we've talked about it, but anyway. So what I like to wear is because what you get with boxers is you get the tangled legs.
That
it's just
sucks,
shit.
yeah.
That
It's
sucks.
annoying, yeah.
That's the
Very
word.
annoying, yeah.
And then with jocks, you get it's a bit cramped in there, like it's all
Yeah.
So what you do, which we talked about. So
Yeah,
you don't,
have we not
is
done this
you get,
already?
you get
This is the third. Ben's holding up 3 fingers. This is the third fucking time we've done
what
this.
you're gonna get is oversized jocks.
Oh, we've done
So
this.
that the elastic around your legs
Then
and
you get a gooch
scrotal
hole.
area. Yeah, I'll get into the gooch hole. They're really loose. Anyway, but then you upgrade to the next level, which is a gooch hole, which is the seam that the undies join just right between scrotum and
Oh, don't say
your
scrotum.
bum. That's the gooch area. That seam will eventually
taint.
go.
It's
That,
the
yeah,
taint.
that seam will eventually
Tainted love.
not be able to hold up any longer, Captain. And then you'll get extra airflow.
We've gone over this yet. So
Well, I
the
don't think
hat,
we covered the gooch.
freaking hat.
Yeah, we were talking about the hat.
The hat. If Erin likes the hat or the gooch hole undies less. I don't know. I found this in a toilet, a public toilet.
What? Yuck!
Did you really?
Yeah, what?
Oh, fucking
Like
yuck.
in the toilet or just in the toilet block?
Yeah, in the
Well, it
toilet.
wasn't in the bowl,
Okay.
so it's fine.
It's important to be accurate, though.
So
So
I've
you walked
watched-
in.
she insisted that I. Oh, she doesn't. She insists that it doesn't exist anymore. But she says disgusting, whatever.
Yeah, she's
I
right.
said, all right, if it's that disgusting, I'll wash it. I'll chuck it in. So I chucked it in the ocean, switched it around a bit, chuck it back on. It's
Is
fine
this just
now.
recently? Like, was it on this trip?
No, this is about a month ago.
Oh, you're fucking gross.
I think it suits you. I
Thank
I
you.
like it.
I don't think it does.
kangaroo
He looks
leather.
like a fucking
Is it?
idiot.
Yeah. I'm jumping higher, and yeah, it's like
What'd you say? It's a what?
I've been jumping higher.
Oh, Jesus.
I love looking up at Ben.
Oh,
Head in hands.
Just think about all the editing I've got to do.
All right, so
Sorry. See, KP stood up for me. KP, if you're listening, well done, lad. He thinks
He's
it's
a
even
stable
better,
mate.
and I do as well. A hat that has a story behind it. Like I like it even more because of that.
but now you're wearing it live, and you're
in-
going
in
to be
public, yeah.
on a. So someone might see it and go.
that's my hat.
So let's
If
not
it's-
name the public.
If
toilet.
it's yours, I'll give it back. It's fine.
Where was the public toilet?
It was at a Australian theme park.
Okay, that'll do. I know you went to Wet and Wild recently, so it was Wet and Wild.
Oh wow.
Now, we also had a game of golf, me and Scoot.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So
And Skippy.
the bet's still intact.
All right. Yeah.
beat him by a gentleman's 29 shots.
That's only 2 and a bit shots a hole. Well, 1 and a bit.
Yep.
1.5 shots a hole.
Keep working on that.
That-
29
That's
shots.
not many. I would
it's
be
not.
worried by
You've
that.
got a long way to go, pal.
It's a fair few.
1.5 shots a hole's not that many.
It's a lot in golf. Every hole. There were holes. There was one hole where he beat me on the hole, and he was like, "Ooh, pegged one back on you there." And then the next hole, I beat him by 5. I'm just like, it's okay.
So
Got
what
this
happened
covered.
to golf?
Oh yeah, we had 2 incidents, where one each, where we were talking quite. The first one, Scott was being quite filthy, and
I didn't realise anyone was around.
he was talking to me about how am I going to word this?
I don't know. You can't word it.
I
It's
don't
like,
know.
you can't
It's
say
pretty,
it.
yeah, it was pretty bad. Anyway,
That's the whole point.
Scott
why
said
it was
something
terrible that it got said
insanely
in front of people.
yeah. Scott said something insanely filthy, and then all of a sudden, this old fella drove past in a cart, and we realised that he heard him,
Yeah.
and it was really dirty.
Wow.
It
But then-
just, it was like it was sick. It was just
It was
like,
really sick.
It was like
You were talking about me ejaculating.
it was kind of
You
like,
were.
It was
and no, I'm not going to go any
Yeah.
further than that.
Wow.
But then later in the game,
And you said it as old.
It was a
mate drove
hypothetical.
Past.
yeah, he gave me a hypothetical about my ejaculate, and and then later in the game, we were coming down to the 14th hole, and I said to Scott, "This fucking house up here, they've been building this fucking house for like 18 months, and it's not even that good a house. It's like a shed house,
Yeah.
and it looks nice, but they've got their company branding all over the fences and stuff, but they've been building it for like fucking 18 months and it's still not done." And I went on a fair tear about it,
Rant about
and then we realised they were sitting there having smoko and heard me say every fucking
Golf
word.
about
So then we teed off, and after we teed off, Scott tried to have a bit of banter with them, and they were not having any of it. They didn't even reply to him.
brushed him.
They just
Oh,
brushed him.
no.
smoko again, lads. It's always smoko.
Smoko again. Yeah, always smoko as it appears. 18 months of smoko.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so yeah, a couple of
fine.
little moments. But yeah, bet's still intact. Keep trying, Scoot.
No, that's good. Yeah.
Doing a good
all
job.
Well, golf then. Get onto the sports wrap. BBL started.
Yeah.
I had a few rainouts and.
Has it?
Well,
dangerous-
no, they had a
The men's has. Women's been going for.
they
bit,
had a
yeah.
game called off a couple of days ago, mid-game, because the pitch was unsafe.
In what way?
The pitch was, I don't know a whole lot about it. I think there was
Waterlogged?
moisture. It was waterlogged or something like that.
Unsafe in what way though? Like the
I
bowlers
think
could
it
slip
was
over or something?
inconsistent bounce of the ball or
Yeah.
something like that. But they called the game off.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had took your kids to that game
Imagine
and they
if-
called it off because
Yeah.
the pitch is
It
fucked.
wasn't even raining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
first time ever that that's happened.
And the test series starts against Pakistan,
Pakistan, that'll be good.
Thursday, so in 2 days.
So
yeah.
Boxing Day test is against Pakistan.
It must be, yeah.
Wait,
we
so
were-
what are
we were-
what's we now? What are we now? So it's starting on the 14th.
In Perth, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Tomorrow, 2 days' time, yeah.
I was talking about this the other day, and we've talked about it on a previous podcast, but I'm going to re-talk about it
That's fine.
because Scott's allowed to.
Well, you don't think
I'm
people
actually
don't-
going to build on it though
Okay.
with more.
People don't necessarily listen to every single episode all the way
Well,
through
they should.
and like memorize it all. And
That
Well, they
doesn't
will, yeah.
mean you repeat the content. But anyway, we talked about sport bucket list things to tick off.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
you and I went to Anzac Day at the G together.
I've heard
Yep.
this.
Ticked off. I went to the
Grand final.
Ticked
I've
that
heard
off.
that.
I've wanted to go to Bathurst.
I've heard
we'll
that
tick
too.
that off.
Yeah.
And I'd love to go to Melbourne Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Have you've been to
I've
Melbourne
done
Cup?
Melbourne Cup, yeah.
Melby C.
Yeah.
I've heard that the Raw
Yeah.
is awesome.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
The Melbourne Cup's great, yeah.
But I'd love to go to a Boxing Day test, and we should go to a Boxing Day test one
How
day.
about this Boxing Day?
It's only in a few weeks, mate.
yeah, it's
fine.
Not that far
We're not
away.
gonna, we can't. We struggle to plan recording this podcast, let alone that. But yeah, that's what I was going to say. Boxing Day test. I'd love to go to the first.
You know what they
first
should
day of that
do
test.
with the cricket now? I don't know if they do it, but classic catches.
Yeah.
How good
Yeah,
watching
like
the
in what
classic
format?
catches.
Like, what do you mean? Oh, like just on the TV coverage?
The TV,
Yeah, why
yeah.
did they do that? That was a Yeah, there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Everyone loves that.
Could they make a TV show just out of that? Like 30 minutes of people standing there and trying to take absolute perler catches or something?
like,
They've
yeah.
tried everything. They had that fucking like diving show, celebrity diving and stuff. They may as well try some
they?
shit.
Yeah.
Remember when
Yeah.
Fatty Vorton took that
Fatty's
catch?
Yeah.
Fatty's fucking catch?
Yeah.
That was an
a great
absolute
catch.
belter.
But they,
Dan McGrath's catch out in the outfield.
Yeah,
yeah.
old Pidgey.
I used to love watching the classic catches,
Yeah.
even in the 80s and 90s. And
I think it was
then
more
they-
impressive in the 80s and 90s because they were not as athletically built.
Oh, no, there's
So
one
when a big hooah like launched himself and took a catch, that was more impressive than a finely tuned athlete
Yeah.
these days.
I think it was his name was John Dyson. I don't know if you remember that catch. And he
Yeah.
apparently he was a goalkeeper in soccer as well.
Okay.
And he run backwards and did the one hand and leant back, and it was I'll never forget that catch. It was always the winner of the classic catch. Yeah.
I think I had more respect for sports people in the days where they were a plumber for fucking 38 hours a week and playing rugby league on the weekend as a professional.
Oh, guys did it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, yeah, like
was up,
when they had to have a day job, whereas now they're being paid to lift weights in the fucking weight room
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
'But their
30 hours a
workload
week and
now
shit.
and all the
Oh,
science
it's
and
impressive,
everything,
don't
yeah.
get me wrong. But I just liked seeing, I don't know, Booney rocking around with shit like that. Yeah.
The now you got an update with Giddy in the basketball.
Oh, yeah, there was a little update. So it's still being investigated.
Right.
I still hope he's okay.
He's still playing though, isn't
He's
he?
still playing. He's getting booed every time he touches the ball. If it's not an OKC game and he's playing away, he's getting booed every time he touches the ball. And I'm talking
Really?
every fucking time.
that must be
Kind of
hard
like
on
the
the young
Beckham
fella.
doco. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Beckham got booed every time the ball went near him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. He's getting booed pretty heavy.
Wow.
But the latest is, I think the girl was 17. He was 19, so it was 2 years ago. And he met her in a nightclub, but she snuck into the nightclub. So that's the latest reports, that she snuck into the nightclub. So he thought that she was legally in a nightclub
Right.
and went home with her. And then the next day found out she's a school girl
Oh.
and immediately ended it.
Yeah.
So is that not the bouncer?
she-
Is that not the nightclub's
Did she
responsibility?
lie to him about her age?
Must
Or
have.
just assume? Everyone assumed it was fine.
The
He's-
wording
in a
I
nightclub,
read
yeah.
was that he found out her actual age the day after.
But then it's too late, isn't it?
Is it the nightclub's responsibility?
Well,
If
what, she have
if she
fake
snuck
ID
in,
or-
yeah, with a fake ID or some shit, is that not the nightclub's
I don't
responsibility?
know. I'm not
Anyway,
gonna
on the,
comment
another basketball news, Lauren Jackson, 42,
Lozzie J.
coming back.
Oh,
At
yeah.
42,
Yeah.
there's hope for me yet. I'm 41.
And for the fifth, her
Not
fifth
coming
Olympics or something.
Come back.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
42.
Yeah. Yep.
Fucking hell,
For the Australian basketball team. Women's
that's
team.
cool. When's
Yeah.
the Olympics?
Next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I have no idea.
There you go.
But I heard that Gold Coast
Google
is,
it, Ben.
and you'll be happy with this, that the Gold Coast has,
Commonwealth Games.
yeah, they're not doing it now.
No,
Yeah,
they
well,
brushed
They
it.
rushed it a while ago, and I don't think anyone else has bid on
No,
it.
no one wants it.
No.
And then the next, you know how we, was it Dan Andrews said
Yeah.
we don't
We,
want it.
like we.
And then the next one after that, they've also now said, yeah, we're not doing it either.
Yeah.
It's fucking crumbling because no one can afford to do the fucking
well, they're
thing.
thinking maybe New Zealand, I heard.
Oh, for the one that we were meant to do.
Well, yeah, the Queensland government said, no, we're spending everything now for the Olympics in 2032.
Yeah,
So they're not.
that's going to be a fucking expensive year for me, 2032. It's the Olympics, so we'll probably go to a bunch of shit. It's my 50th.
Oh,
It's my boy's 21st and my girl's 18th.
wow.
All in one year.
Smash.
All in one year.
That's my phone.
Again. Is that a snake again? Oh,
Let's just let it ring out.
You're not going to answer it this time.
I could answer it live
Is
on the
this like one
podcast.
of the? Is this a situation where it was on silent? But
No, I just didn't put it on silent this time.
Now, with episode 14 comes our Back on the Horse podcast awards for the year.
yes,
Yes, so
Now,
we've got some-
now I got a
the-
surprise.
yeah.
for
Today,
you.
we're doing awards.
Yeah.
Let's get dressed up.
Well, you did. I
Well,
got
you
the
should
Pogo
have.
shirt, and a Flamingos,
because
and ACDC shirt. And
I've got a surprise for you.
Yep. All right.
I haven't told you guys this shit. We won an award.
This podcast.
Yeah, we won an award, and
What
I've
is-
got it here in the bag.
What is the award?
We won an award.
What is it?
We won an award.
Is this going to be a GR? This is going to
It's
be like
actually
the
and-
crappiest podcast
No.
debut ever. Like,
We won an award, and it's actually, Scott, it's actually you that won the
Is
award.
it?
Yeah, so this is for
I
you,
want to
Scoot.
thank so many people.
Yep.
I wanna
So there
thank
you go. You won an
Biggest
award.
podcast dickhead award. I'll take that. I will take that. I mean, I've been working so hard. I've been dickhead all my life, and finally getting recognition. I want to thank the lads. I want to thank, I don't know, just anyone who thinks I'm a dickhead. Like,
Now, let me tell you what's actually happened to you.
you've,
Leggy and I were
okay, I'll
building-
tell you what's happened.
Yeah, you
You've
tell
got a
us.
block of wood and you've written on it in a Nico pen. That's what you've done.
Leggy and I were building the fence today, and that thing's got sap on it, and we're like, that looks like an award. I said, that's going to be Scoot's award.
Hey, congratulations.
thank you.
Well done, mate.
that's-
Biggest dickhead.
Well, yeah.
I'll
Well,
take
in the
that.
last podcast, you were voted the most annoying. So,
By who? You?
by the stablemates.
Oh, really?
Remember the question was, who's the most annoying and why is it Scoot?
When was this? Oh,
In the Fishy Bee episode.
'cause you've
Anyway, well done, Scoot. There's an award for
No,
you.
Thank
that's
you.
great. Yeah. And we've got some other kids or something. Yeah. That's really cool. Now, let's move on to what the fuck stories. So you've got a what the fuck story to go with.
I did. I'm just going to read it. What does it say? What the fuck? What was it again? Oh, no. Oh, that's where that arrow goes from. Okay. Okay. So
We are a little bit organised.
Scott,
No, mine was
we've got a whiteboard run sheet on the wall,
Now-
and Scoot's trying to decipher his shit
It looks like
handwriting.
a monkey's running around a cage and throwing shit everywhere. That's what a whiteboard looks like.
It was
okay.
neat until
mine
Scoot
was just
touched
one of
it.
those ones. You know those ones, like the Aussie slang thing. Like we had name for a poker machine, like a Bricky's laptop.
Ricky's laptop. And that,
Or
yeah.
any other examples you're running? I don't know.
Oh, I can't think of them. off
Anyway,
my head.
so another example of one of them that I came across during the week is, have you heard of a bachelor's handbag?
Oh,
You know what it is?
no, tell me.
It's when you and I saw it just the other day. Single guy.
Is it from
What-
me? Did
what-
you see it on me?
No, what can I have for dinner? I'll get myself a Coles $8 barbecue chicken, or probably like $10 now, and they're just carrying the bachelor's handbag home. The chicken in the bag, and if it's been a good week of pay, you might get a coleslaw in the other hand. That is dinner
that is so
for
fucking
a good
good.
few days.
And wraps.
Oh.
Guilty. Guilty.
Bachelor's handbag. So
I
you do
cannot
carry the bachelor's
wait.
handbag.
I cannot
guilty.
wait to call that a bachelor's handbag.
Brilliant.
That's fucking so good. Oh, that's really good.
Okay, I got my what the fuck is another medical one. I don't know what I come across them all the
Oh,
time.
is it going to be like
Okay, so
really
this-
exciting for
This
me?
lady, I think she was Australian. Anyway, she had an itchy head. All right.
Yeah, sounds
You get an
reasonable.
itchy head?
Reasonable.
Right.
Yeah.
Scratched it, right? Kept scratching
As you
it.
would.
Yep, incessant. Scratches her head.
Yep.
Right? Scratched it so much that she scratched her hair out.
Oh, and then got to the brain.
Scratched, kept scratching and scratching and scratching. Went through
Oh, really?
her skin.
Epidermis.
Several
she-
layers of epidermis.
You know what she needed? Hot water on it for a skin orgasm. She would have been
Oh, yeah.
But scratched through her skull,
Actually, to her brain.
through her skull to her brain.
Oh,
So she scratched everything through her head, hair, skin.
how long over?
flesh.
How long? Like over
I don't know.
weeks
how long
or
it
what?
was,
Or,
But then actually scratched so much that it went through her skull
and you could see
and
brain.
the brain. Yeah.
You could.
True story.
Have you seen photos?
Dr. Carl.
oh, if he said it, I believe it.
Yeah.
Have you seen photos?
No, I haven't. No. Well, you'd love it.
Yeah, can you
Oh,
send
yeah,
it to
that's
me if you
disgusting.
see it? Yeah. Can you find that and send it to me?
And another one.
That's weird.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah. So, and another one was, you have a method for hiccups,
Oh, getting rid of them.
getting rid of them.
Yeah, I've had to do it
explain
in
that.
public many times.
Yeah.
You get your body onto a 45-degree angle leaning against like a pole or something, and then you down a pint of water. But you have to be real leaned over on a 45-degree angle or
Yeah,
something.
I've seen you do it a few times.
Yeah,
Do you have
It
a
works.
hiccup?
No, I don't know. I just get scared.
Scared.
Yeah.
You just get scared.
You know what I mean?
You get someone to scare you.
I
He
reckon
goes to
West,
his own bathroom and then jumps in the mirror and looks at himself. Benji, have you got hiccup method?
No, not hiccup method, but interesting about the itching thing you talked about before.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I learned as a new parent is if you've got an itch and you're a parent, you just wait it out. Like if you've got a baby and it's asleep
Yeah.
and you've got itchy something,
yeah,
wait it
yeah.
out.
You are
Wait
in that
out.
position
yeah,
for the rest of
that's
your
it.
life.
It'll just go away.
Yeah.
It will go away. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all in the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you don't have the baby, you'd be
It's like
scratching it.
It was obviously in her mind because she tried to get to it.
Yeah.
In her mind.
Someone should have told her that.
And so the hiccup,
Yeah.
one of the best things they've found, and the people that have hiccups continuously for like days and months and that, digital rectal massage.
That was
Gets rid of hiccup.
digital.
So next
rectal.
time we're at the pub.
I'm not. You've got to do it to yourself.
Next time, no, you're a mate. So next time I get the hiccups at the pub, you're gonna.
No, I'm not going to do it. No, no. So there you go. Digital rectal massage.
How have they
to get rid of
discovered
That's
that?
sticking a finger up your ass.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. Who's
That's what
discovered
that
that?
is.
Yeah,
Is that just sticking a finger up your ass?
yes, yes, mate.
That sounds like
Massage.
you've run out of options at that point.
Yeah.
Nothing else is working.
Yeah, who was the first person to
Yeah.
discover that, and were they at a pub?
And was it a trap? Yeah. Hang on, I'll sort you out.
Yeah. Anyway, so you're what the fuck story?
Yeah, I had a moment during the week. Now I'm going to keep this person
Let's call them
anonymous.
not
No,
gonna do
don't.
that.
No, we're
Not
not
gonna do
doing
that
that,
then.
and you're
Let's
going to
call
not
him John
say
S.
their
No,
name.
Jay Smith.
Because I didn't ask if he's happy for me to talk
Well,
about
it's a
this.
he. Okay, it's a he. 50%
well,
of the
yeah.
population. Yep.
I was at lunch a while back, and this guy was telling us this story about his hair. Like, we were talking about that he's got a solution now for his bald spot, with a spray and stuff. Because I was saying it's starting to look really good. Like, it's good. And then he said, "Oh, you should see it when I don't have the spray on. It's getting so fucking bad." And he goes, "Oh, I'll show you a photo." And then he goes, "Oh, actually, my wife took this photo of me the other day while I was taking a shit." and he kept going, and then he showed the photo so we could see like his pants around his ankles and his knees and his massive bald spot. But then he kept talking about it. He kept saying, "Yeah, so she took the photo of me while like we were just in the bathroom, and she saw me and saw my bald spot, and so she took the photo and we were just talking about it." And I just say, "Okay, just stop for a second. Stop talking about the hair thing. We've all moved on from that.
Yeah.
Why are you and your wife
Shitting in front of each
conversing while you're shitting?" So you're sitting there with a bowl full of shit,
other. Yeah.
talking to your wife.
Yeah.
Why? And he was like, "Oh, we always do it. Like, we
Yeah.
always shit in front of each other."
That's
and
not
stuff."
sexy.
Now, we were all bewildered by that. Am I wrong?
Oh,
And I'm keen to hear from the stablemates.
You could
That's
do it.
that's fucked
You
up.
could do it, but you wouldn't want
You
it.
don't
Like,
want to do
no.
that in front of
Just-
your wife, do you?
I
Partner or
lock
someone,
the
or-
door when I shit, even if I'm home alone,
Yeah,
just
We
in
talked about
case.
so the postie can't get in.
Or the dog, or if somebody comes home and like, I'm just a nervous
I have to
pooer,
leave the door open now because the dog will scratch on the door. And
leave the door open.
But that's like people in your relationships
dog can get
take
in.
like a year or two or something just to fart in front of each other.
Oh, we took a while to fart in front of each other. Now I'm just unleashing.
has she tried to like it? Like I've tried to like your
No,
fart?
she hasn't. She hates it.
impossible.
She fucking hates it.
He farted today while we were doing the fence, like 20 metres away, to smack me in the face.
Yeah.
I rolled down the hill. I was like, oh, fuck, hell, what was
It
that?
was bad.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But am I wrong? Like that
No,
was
well-
the Anyway,
Any stablemates
what
out
the
there
fuck?
that give birth to a politician in front of their wife, let us know.
It didn't sound too bad until you said bowl full of shit.
Yeah.
That was the turning point for me. Like,
that's the thing though.
Yeah.
Is it's not just at the start of the shitting; it's when you're midway through and there is a bowl full of shit,
Yeah, there
and it
is.
stinks.
It does.
it's not ideal.
No, yeah, not the thing. All right, let's move on. Now, we've got... I had something for you. I want to get your opinion on this because this is kind of how your brain thinks.
Scoot.
Scoot,
Yep.
yeah.
For the audio medium.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Now, noises out there that you know exactly what they are, and I'm going to give you an example. A garbage truck.
Yep.
Everyone knows
Yep.
what a garbage truck is. You hear it and you go,
Yep.
oh,
Garbage truck. GC.
Coming.
I didn't even say garbage truck. I said GC.
Jesus. Fuck.
it's like a WCC.
West
I
Coast
think you
Cooler.
need another one. Yeah.
West Coast Cooler, I do. By the way, that's a fantastic drink. If you haven't tried this, I find the prejudice against this drink is
Okay.
surpasses even the prejudice against VB.
Did you try
It's delicious.
Passion Pop first or
That's a
WCC?
good question. I think I tried Passion Pop first.
Did
Oh,
you?
actually, did I? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it was.
This is better. West Coast is better.
The Passion
Passion Pop was vile.
Passion Pop had a bit of a sickly aftertaste.
Oh, it's vile.
They got the job done though. $2.
Yeah.
And
cheap,
that was the night done. Like,
Yeah, preloading.
anyway, yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah,
So
do you
GC,
have?
yep.
Do you have any other sounds that
that's
you
hard.
think, like,
Like a beer opening, obviously.
yeah,
We don't know it's a beer. It could be a
I thought it like sirens, but they're all different all over the.
okay.
Like,
sounds.
we don't know. Like, I don't really know the difference between an ambulance or a fire engine or anything until you see them. You hear the siren, you know what a siren is. But a garbage truck is one that everyone knows.
Fridge opening.
Huh? I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, just
my
that little
daughters
clink of the
used to be-
bottles and like the.
My daughters used to be shit scared of the garbage truck because when we had the deck and you could look down and see them and the noise they'd make,
Yeah.
you know, and all the shit going in. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is there? There's things like that. There's like. What else is there? Like
I thought you'd
obvious
have
one-
about 10.
Yeah.
You'd just rattle off and go into. Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on. Think about
I'm
that.
still thinking.
Yeah, that's okay.
Before
I've
the
got-
podcast is over, I want one from
Well,
you.
the sound of like an item being scanned at the supermarket.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
But
we're
that, I mean,
we're
it's just,
talking
I don't know
about
what
it.
I'm thinking of. So I'm thinking of sounds that sound like the thing they sound like.
What?
I'm gonna need a minute. You're talking about like a sound that's unmistakable, right?
Yeah.
You hear it in the background, and you
Yeah.
go, "Okay, that's definitely a rubbish truck."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we all know that one. Yeah.
We'll just call them out during the podcast.
This
Yeah,
is
if you think one, yell them out. All right. I've got a little one here, and I've
a
even
circular
bought,
saw.
well,
Yeah, so well,
Yeah.
drop
Like
saw,
there is
drop
no
saw.
circular saw. I think has a different sound to a drop saw. I reckon. Maybe not. I could be wrong about that, but I think we might include drop saw in the family of saws.
Yeah,
But is there any
similar.
other tool that sounds the same as a circular saw?
No, not really.
I don't think so.
What about a whippersnipper? That's very distinctive.
Mowers are-
Or chainsaw. That's very
Yeah,
distinctive.
chainsaw because you can pick it.
Chainsaws.
You can pick it over like a motorbike or a whippersnipper
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you think of any more,
I fucking
yell them out.
love using a chainsaw. There is not a manlier tool to use
I told
than
you
a
that.
chainsaw.
Did I tell you about what happened?
Yeah,
Zach
what
had
did
a
you say when
sleepover.
I said this while we were working on the pitch?
Zach had
You
a
said something
sleepover.
about your dick, didn't you?
I said my left hand.
This guy, this is the same kid, I'll tell you. So Zach had a sleepover with his mates, and I was like, and just down in the paddock, and set up the tent and everything, and I thought I'd be a big hero, because I was trying to collect wood for a fire, and they couldn't cut the wood for the fire, and I just thought, okay, I'll bring the chainsaw down. This will impress Zach and his mates. Like,
Yeah. Here comes Dad.
Yeah, the chainsaw. I'll sort this out, lads. Got the chainsaw. It was the Ryobi battery powered. It's just still quite. It does the job. It gets through it, and then so I start cutting, and then I hear one of his mates. It's the same mate who's cut me down once before.
Oh, really?
He just said to the rest of them, "My dad's got a real chainsaw."
Yeah, my dad's got a petrol version of that.
Yeah, it was like because I think a couple of years later, this kid was over with Zach, and they were in the shed with the drum kit and all that sort of stuff. And I think I was showing him in the shed and like getting him started on all the instruments. You guys, play the guitars, play the drum kit, and I just started playing the drums. I just did I reckon 10 seconds of drumming just to kind of. Let's be honest, I probably was showing off a little, but
Why don't you go and do it now?
yeah.
Go on,
And
go and do it now.
he goes, "You're a tryhard." And I said, "You're right, I am trying." That's the only comeback you can do to that.
Shit. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
He's called me out twice.
Do you want to go and have a little play? What, stable
No,
mates?
that's all right. I
It's
don't think we got the audio set up, have we?
No, it's not.
No, we certainly don't.
Just have it 10 seconds.
We're lucky to have the audio set up for the podcast.
All right, now I bought a magazine in for this little story.
Yeah, I saw that in the car on
Yeah.
the way here. What is that?
I'm going to tell you what it's all about.
That
Now,
magazine down there.
this is my World War II story, right? So, I
I
watched a
think they should have
documentary.
been tipped off that there was going to be another World War when they called the first one World War One.
Well, yeah, they're going, in 30 years. Well,
Oh, shit.
anyway, so I watched a documentary on World War II, and it got me thinking about the world population, right?
Yes.
So
8 billion, are we talking roughly?
around that, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so in World War II, have a guess of how many million people died.
It was the most lives lost
I'm gonna
in
say
a world
20.
war.
Just say
in
20.
a war was World War
I'll
II.
just say 20. This is a massive guess. I'll just say 20.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 30 million.
Ben, you got a
100 million.
60. It was over 60 million people.
Is it Price is Right? Closest without going over?
Yeah, what is it? Yeah, you've got to explain the criteria here. And what's the price?
No.
If the Ben's out, I win because he went over.
Now, so over 60 million people died. If World War II hadn't have happened, this got me thinking about what the
Where would
world
everyone live?
population would be now and how much pressure that would put on. Obviously, it's awful, but how much pressure would that be putting on the earth and all the resources and all that kind of thing? Now, and then it got me also thinking that you guys are blessed because I shouldn't be here.
Wait a minute.
How so?
Is this because of that river rafting episode?
No. Well, this is even before that. So, my grandfather Sydney served in World War II,
Yep.
and he was a truck driver.
Trucky
And
D.
one day he wasn't feeling the best, so he was the passenger. So he's driving the truck, and the Japanese bombed the truck,
And it got the driver.
got the driver, and my grandfather copped shrapnel, survived, but had to come home because he was too injured to keep fighting.
Yeah.
If he had been driving that day,
Yeah.
Yeah,
no
No podcast.
no,
No legging.
and then
Or just an empty seat in the middle of us two.
with a lot of bickering,
We'd be like, I feel like
and no
someone's
direction.
yeah.
And then
Yeah, a lot of bickering and no one to rein it in.
And then he goes home to his partner then, which was my nan, obviously, and marries her, has my mum as their first child.
Yep.
Mum
How babies made.
has our baby's mate.
I'm not sure if the audio picked
Mum
up
had
me
my-
saying bow chicka wow wow.
Mum had my eldest sister first,
Yep.
then was not wanting children.
Generally, parents have
Yep.
their eldest child first. Yeah.
Yeah. On the pill.
All right.
So you've broken through war. You've broken through chemical contraception. You've broken through whitewater rafting.
So I was
That Big
I'm a
Mac?
s-
Yeah, he survived that Big Mac.
the Big Mac. But then, yeah, so Mum was on the pill when she got pregnant with me. And so if you add all those things up together, but I'm thinking how many other stories that never happened with 60 million people
Well, look.
deaths
Yeah.
of people dying atrocities. They were awful. But and so to commemorate my grandfather who served in World War II, I went and did the Kokoda Trail in 2004. And on the same trek as us,
You still like 2-minute noodles?
Oh, I know what this is now.
Ah.
yeah,
That magazine. Yeah, I remember. You're in that one, aren't you?
Ralph Magazine. So the guys
Yeah.
from Ralph Magazine were on the trek
Yes.
with us. And on the oh jeez,
Show me.
Let's just say focus on the story.
Show me. Who's that?
Just
don't
stay
know.
focused, lads.
So this is
Can't.
Professionalism.
all right. So on the last day,
He's got the magazine
Why
for
are
the
the
article.
pages stuck together?
on the last day or so, I got sick from drinking bad water or something,
Yeah.
and
Shit everywhere.
Too much 2-minute
yeah.
noodles.
I was So I'm going to read you a passage from me on Kokoda, and there's actually a photo there somewhere.
Oh, is that it? Oh, was that it?
There's me there. Look. Anyway, you probably can't see it on the camera, but that's us there climbing up the hill
Yep.
in Kokoda. You see
Give us
that?
a look.
Very good.
Give me
Very
a
good.
look.
There's me there
Give me a
with
look.
a red hat on. Yeah,
Oh, look at you.
yeah.
Didn't
It
have,
even says leggy.
didn't have quality cameras.
Oh, no, this is 2004. Anyway, so I'm going to read you a passage from it. It's quite dark in here. So this is when I got sick. Right, and I was quite ill.
Yeah.
All right, so this is really hard to read. Anyway, the guides and porters do a terrific job of feeding us, and let's face it, we're a million times better off than the diggers. But by day 4, this is the guy from Ralph writing this story. This wasn't me.
Yep.
I'm struggling with yet another plate of bully beef, boiled rice, 2-minute noodles, and a mountain of boiled local roast vegetables. Thank God we're saved by a local farmer who catches a wild pig. He couldn't eat it for religious reasons, so he offers us the rare, fresh meat instead, what a glorious feed. A couple of days later, we're woken up at midnight by the sound of a wild animal fighting outside our tents. Shining the torch, we spot Charlie, one of the porters, wrestling a possum. That was now breakfast. And the boys don't leave a piece of flesh behind, including the brains and guts.
Oh.
I remember it, and the smell was... and they're picking out meat off the face. And anyway, yeah. Their diet's not the only thing that intrigues us, though. The porters feel compelled to cook for us, watch us eat, then cook for themselves, but by the end of the trek, we're all eating together. We're rooted by the 8th day. We can't even kick the footy after stumbling into Weevy. So we just have a quiet dinner around the campfire. Leggy falls crook emerging from his tent in the middle of the night with a bad case of dysentery, or shitting knives as he puts it. At breakfast he's cramped up against a log like a scowling dog, refusing to eat. We dare not joke because we know any of us could fall crook at any time. Hey, Leggy, have some of these antibiotics, Vossi suggests. Give him here, is the reply. Then Vossi adds, you can't drink alcohol for 48 hours after having them. Fuck off was the reply. You can keep them. I'll be right after a couple of scotches. Leggy doesn't recover for another fortnight, but he does manage to get very, very drunk. There you go.
That's great.
That's me and Ralph Magazine
There you
in
go.
Kokoda.
Oh, dear.
And no, a lot of it was hard, but it wasn't, drastically hard.
How
But,
long does it take for Kokoda start to finish?
Oh, we did 8 days.
Yeah.
But then in the end, the troop carrier couldn't get us, so we had to do another 12 Ks at the end of it or something. So, yeah, when I was sick as a
That's what
dog.
you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to hear that.
Anyway, yeah. So that's but it made me think of that kind of thing with the 60 million deaths, and it's pretty crazy when you think about it.
They say population is peaking, I think. I think,
Now,
again, look this
Okay,
up, but I'm
yeah.
pretty actually confident on this one. It's kind of reached peak point, and it's going to
What's-
decline from here.
What's going to stem it? Is it the diseases like COVID and shit, or
I
because
don't
they
know.
because they reckon there's more
I'm
of
trying to
those
remember what
things
the article said.
coming. You said you were pretty confident.
I'm confident on the stat. I didn't expect you to ask a follow-up question.
Well, I'm just asking, what is it that's going to stop it? Why? What's causing the peak? Because there's more of
Aren't
us.
had as many
We're all
kids.
rooting
People aren't having as many kids, so there's
because
contraception.
there's cost of living decisions.
Yeah, things like that. Yeah.
okay. Oh, there you go.
But,
There's-
Yeah, I just thought, imagine the 60 million people, even if 10 million of them then went on and had kids or something. And that the snowball effect of that.
well, that's the Edinburgh thing. I think I touched on it. Oh, can I say it? Because I said it in a previous episode. Can I-
if you've got more to add
I
to
don't
it
know if
in
I
the
do or not.
context of what we're talking about.
when you said you had more to add,
I
every
did. I
statement you
added the
made,
Boxing Day test.
I'm pretty sure I've heard you say that before.
No, you haven't. You fucking haven't.
All I was going to say
Fight.
is David Attenborough has that view as well. He's like, the sad, honest truth is there's too many humans.
Yeah.
In terms of, okay, how can we solve food shortages, all that sort of stuff? He believes, I think. Again, look it up. I don't know. Could be the opposite of this, but pretty sure. Pretty sure. He said, look, the sad, honest truth is there's not enough resource to support this many people. So really,
Yeah.
with
The Bill Burr
there's
thing
too many
where
of us, you know.
Sink all the cruise ships.
Yeah.
What did he say?
And one of his segments is when he's talking about sinking all the cruise ships. Like, no one's going to know. Let's go, oh, it's sunk. And it gets rid of the population.
Yeah, true.
The older population. Yeah, anyway, we got to follow up your drum lessons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how's
Dave,
it been going?
Dave Ambrosisi.
Yeah.
Former Pearl Jam drummer. Yeah, so I had the lesson which we talked about. Can I talk about it? Because we did discuss this last episode. I feel like I might be encroaching on
Can
content.
I just clear
No,
this
no, it's a
up?
follow-up.
Can I just clear this up?
Yeah.
You're allowed to talk about things that you've talked about before, but don't tell a specific fucking story twice. A specific
Ben
story.
said it was 3 times.
You just said specific twice.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Merry Christmas.
Do you want me to get you
David
another fucking West
Mates.
Coast?
West Coast.
I wouldn't mind.
I'll get you another West Coast.
Yeah, I might actually have just a beer, actually.
JD, yeah. Oh,
No, just a beer. Then I'll go back to.
all right.
You
So
can take that trajectory.
he sent you a video.
Yeah, so he sent me a video.
That's where we're up to. Yeah.
So the way the lesson worked is I got to have a chat with him, which is cool. We talked about just the Pearl Jam days and then drum stuff and all that.
Yeah.
Then he's made custom video. He actually sent that video, I reckon, within 24 hours.
Yeah.
He had the videos, just all the stuff for me to work on.
Yeah. And you've had a go at
I've
it?
had a little go, yeah. I haven't had as much time as I'd like to, but yeah, gonna get back into it, and then I
That's pretty cool.
might arrange another catch up with him. So
Excellent.
yeah,
I think we
he's a
should-
cool guy. He likes to chat.
Does he?
Yeah, as I
Get him-
said, I
get
think
him on here.
yeah. Well, we might be able to get him on here.
Yeah. Record him.
I mean, yeah. Actually, he does Cameo.
Does he?
Yeah.
Ah, there you go.
How's that helpful?
I don't know. I could just.
A shout out to BOT.
I don't know. But it might help. I reckon we could get him on here. Maybe if money changes hands, I don't know. But he'd come on here. He's
Money
a lad.
changes everything.
He likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He actually just posted a photo of Eddie because I follow his Facebook. He posted a photo of Eddie and said something. This photo was taken. He was the only one who knew before this show in New York that it would be my last show.
Oh,
So,
really?
like, so
What's
like
the
right
relation?
now in this photo, Eddie knows. No one else knows, including
Wow.
himself, knows that it was going to be my last show with
Wow.
Pearl Jam because he was
What-
getting the sack the next day.
Yeah, so that relationship is not good.
No.
Yeah. So would he come on here and talk about some of those
I
stories?
think so. Yeah, we
let's
talked
get
about
him
it
on.
publicly.
All right.
He because someone actually asked him on that thread where he talked about Eddie and the last show thing. Someone said, "Oh, are you still in contact with any of the Pearl Jam guys?" And funnily enough, he said he's in contact with all the drummers. So like even Matt Cameron, the current drummer,
Oh, right.
Jack Irons, who was the drummer after him,
Yeah.
and another Dave, I think probably Dave Cruson. So yeah,
not
interesting. I actually thought there'd be more rivalry between him and the other drummers. You know,
Maybe they went through the same thing. But
yeah.
we could
So-
ask him that.
Let's see if we can get him on.
Yeah. Do it. Yeah. Excellent. All right. Now we've got our new segment that we've had a great response to.
Yeah.
the
I've got so many. This is stablemate questions.
So, yeah,
Yep.
thanks again to
Stablemate
everyone out
sessions.
there that's sent us questions in that want to get to know us better, or if you've got a conundrum of your own and any health problems we could sort out.
Yeah.
I reckon we could solve something.
If
Yeah.
hey, have you got the hiccups? Digital rectal massage. Mate,
Yeah.
there you go.
DRM.
I'm looking forward to
I
it.
reckon we should call this the segment called Second Opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you,
Yeah, so
send
they've
us
seen
in
a
your
doctor,
medical
and now they're
things.
coming to us.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
We can just slide into their DRMs. Digital rectal massages.
Straight in, no kissing.
Great name for an album. Straight in, no kissing.
Okay,
Now,
let's go.
I think the stablemates are starting to learn a little bit about us. Because I reckon some of these questions are deliberately baiting Scoot.
Okay.
Like, I reckon they're trying to set him off.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll go through them. Before we start, I want to go back to the Fishy Bee episode.
Careful.
13.
Episode 13. We had a fucking big backlash. No, it was the one before that. Sorry, episode 12, where you had that rant about
servos,
the
cafes,
servos and
yeah.
cafes, coffees, and then I think Scoot might have
That's
said
where we
something
learn how
about
much of a good guy you are, like paying for your petrol before you order your coffee. That's right.
Australian hero.
Yeah.
But I think we pissed off the cycling community.
Oh,
We've
no,
had
we
a
were just talking about what were we
We had
talking
a
about.
fair backlash.
I think we're just saying, literally, we're just saying, how do you feel like a hot coffee after cycling how many kilometres.
wanna
Bless your
clear-
hearts. You've done the work. You've cycled.
ya.
Good on you.
I
But
want to
all
clear
I'm
that
asking
my
about is a hot
perspective
drink.
up too. All I'm
Hot drink.
commenting on is the temperature of the beverage
Temperature
that
of the
you're
beverage.
choosing. Because I can't imagine finishing any kind of physical activity
Yeah.
and wanting a scalding hot drink.
No.
Yeah.
Like, I'll smash down a Gatorade or
Yeah.
fucking carve up a beer.
We never mentioned 3 abreast on the highway or anything like that, did we?
No, we didn't
Do
mention
you want
that.
to talk about that? Because that'll really pick me. Hey, go.
No, I didn't.
No,
we
you
didn't
look
say
like
that.
you
We
got
were just
something to
saying,
say.
No, I was just, yeah.
Anyway, we pissed them off. But we love yous. We love you all.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Stablemate questions?
Yeah. Did you have any replies that you wanted to say from the
From the cycling community.
cycling community?
Didn't you get
Oh,
some?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I was going to read one out. Yeah. Sorry. Here's
couple
one.
out.
This is from Stablemate Shane.
No, you had one from... Oh, yeah.
For the record. It starts with for the record.
For the record.
With
That's
about
it.
6 dots after
Bit of
it.
attitude there.
Yeah,
The
a bit of
dots.
attitude from Stablemate Shane.
Yeah.
In summer, a lot of cyclists will get cold coffees, e.g., iced lattes. So he's giving us an example. And in winter, we've been riding in, say, single-digit temps in Lycra.
I bet has been writing a single
And
digit.
you're at the coffee shop at 7 a.m.
He had the hiccups.
And you're at the coffee shop at 7 a.m. You need a hot one.
Yeah.
You're in
he needs a
Lycra, and he needs a hot one.
And a single digit.
And a single digit. A single digit hot one. Anyway.
Love your tweet.
Sorry, there's one more line. That plus coffee and cafes are just far more social and enjoyable.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, they are compared to service
Yeah,
stations.
so get the fuck out of the service stations and into
Get
the...
to a cafe.
Yep, Leggy will be happy. Anyway,
They're making enough money from fuel.
somebody sent me a photo of a coffee as well, and I just replied, that looks refreshing. Anyway,
Okay.
Captain Cunt. Okay.
It was a bit late on the beat there.
Oh, whatever.
Who's in the
Okay.
cake?
Stablemate questions. We
Yeah,
ready?
Staby
Okay,
questos.
Staby.
Let's go. Let's do it.
What's the best meal you've ever had?
Okay, I've got it.
This is why I said that I reckon they're just baiting.
Ready to go.
Yeah,
Loaded.
he had that in the chamber.
That was quicker than your first sexual
best-
experience.
I'll list 2, but the most recent one and is equal first is at the Montville. What's the place, Benji? You probably know the name of it. It's like it's like an old. It looks like an old English building, like a pub. The Montville.
Oh, I know the area. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the exact one, sorry.
Yeah.
But okay, steak was perfect. It was I fillet,
Right.
and then it had like a rusty sort of thing under it, and then it had this beetroot salad. Oh, so good. The other one is at.
I hope you say Crushers Leagues Club.
I'll add a sneaky third.
Sneaky third.
The other one's again a steak. I fillet, just perfectly cooked at Restaurant 2. Do you know that one?
No.
It's gone now.
Oh.
Years ago.
Went out of business.
Again, steak. I fillet, just super thick. Again, maybe there's a pattern here. Potato, like a bed of potato, like crunchy flavored potato with a dew.
Well, not mashed potato.
No, like,
Ah.
like a rusty, I'll call it rusty.
Yeah.
Bubble and squeak. Actually, I think they called it bubble and squeak, but not like that shit that you get from the freezer at
He's
Coles,
so
which is
excited.
fantastic as well. I might add.
I knew
Try
this was gonna
that.
happen.
Try that for breakfast.
So
Fuck,
excited.
I haven't had this for years, and I'm gonna. As soon as this is done, I'm going to get some so we can do it. Get those bubble and squeak, and the ones that I just called shitty ones from the Coles. Get those shitty ones from Coles, and for brekkie, put that on toast and just a bit of sauce
Oh,
on the top.
okay.
Tomato sauce on the top on toast. It's beautiful.
Okay.
But yeah, the steak, super rare, perfectly cooked. And then what I'll add is just fucking amazing. Were you there? I think you were there at. We were in Melbourne. I think.
Oh, is this where we had the steak tartare?
Yeah. So steak tartare, which is
Yeah.
like the raw steak, chopped, like finely diced steak, I think it had some onions and maybe some capers in it and
Oh,
stuff
it's
like
raw.
that. And there's some acidity in there, which I don't know. It ticks the box for me, which is like it's safe because it kind of like cooks in the acidity of
right, okay.
whatever I got.
Yeah.
And then I ordered a second one because it's so good. So there's my
Yeah, I
three.
forgot you had a second one.
Yeah,
Oh, did you?
fucking fantastic.
I tried that. It was only okay.
You don't know the difference between chicken and pork. Like you don't.
I'm thinking I can't. One of the most memorable ones eaten was the first pizza I had in Croatia
Oh yeah.
on a.
Is
on a
that-
little-
Oh, okay. That brings to mind
a
another
little
one for me.
island.
Can I add a fourth after you guys have talked?
Is that more situational?
It may be like we talked about it before on the podcast. Oh
Yeah.
shit! But it was just so simple, but it was amazing.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
never forget
When
it.
they get the base right on a pizza, the ingredients can be quite subtle. You know, like you don't need to put a lot of ingredients on.
No,
the
they
base
just
is
knew
good.
what to do. Yeah, and I've eaten actually that wild pig we ate in Kokoda.
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
eating
The
all
one
that.
that's
yeah.
the one that solidified everything for you again.
That's what might have made me
Brought
sick.
you back. Oh no, yeah. It was before that.
I had a tapeworm bigger than your tape measure we were using today, but maybe I don't know. And it like those kind of ones, but yeah, I can't think of. That pizza in Croatia was amazing.
The situational ones, I reckon I fall into those traps. Like, because I had a steak once. First night we were in New York,
Yeah.
in Times Square. We were so excited, and we went to just a restaurant, just a nothing restaurant, and it was the best steak I've ever had.
Yeah.
But they do know how to pour butter on a steak
yeah.
in America. That one. I reckon the best meal of my life was at the Lyrebird, which is a restaurant at the bottom of QPAC. And
Oh, right.
for my mum's, I think it was for like 30 years of service at QPAC.
Yeah.
QPAC paid for mum and dad, me, Tash, and my brother and his partner Rin to go there, and we just fucking
Racked up a
smashed
bill.
it. And it's fine dining, and we racked up a big bill. I reckon that was the best meal of my life.
Yeah, I wanted to sort of, when you said the butter over the steak, I did a gig. It was a barn christening, and it was packed, like 300 people, and I was playing onto this like a mezzanine kind of level, but not too far up, and the place was packed, and they were cooking this meat, smoking meat, everything like that. And I come up, it was dinner time, having it, and it was like the kebabs on the stick. And it was beautiful, the freshest meat. It was so like awesome. They'd used butter and everything. And he goes, "Oh, what do you think of the roux?" And I went,
You don't like it in roux, do you?
"Oh,
No, you've seen some
I
horrible
was gonna
things
say,
with roux.
yeah, some
maggots
worms and
shit.
that in roux
Yeah.
meat from when I was younger." And I was like, but it was fucking awesome. It was really nice. Yeah.
Another situational one for me, we went to a luau in Hawaii,
Oh, yeah.
and the meat that they cooked at that luau was fucking
Yeah.
phenomenal. It was
Yeah.
so good. And before we unleash Scoot again,
Oh,
what
and
about
Benji-
that?
We have to
Benji's
ask
gonna
Ben.
have one.
Oh yeah, what about that buffet at the Rio?
Oh, that was good.
That was fucking good.
Yeah.
Leggy, unfortunately, too hungover to eat,
Yeah.
but we smashed
Yeah.
it.
Benjo Patterson.
I reckon my most memorable. We had we went to the wedding venue we were getting married at the day, like the week before, to check out the menus, and we had this prawn Caesar salad, which doesn't sound like it's gonna be good. It was amazing.
Cool.
It was awesome.
Prawns. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't go past prawns.
just simple
Yeah.
Caesar salad with prawns.
Yeah,
It was
right.
really good.
Prawns just lift every
Oh, I
meal.
love
Like if you
prawns.
get pasta at a pub, but it's got prawns in it, then that's going to be a good.
And they
dish.
know it too. It's like $9 for a prawn topper now, or maybe 12.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
And I'll still buy it. Every
Yeah,
time.
you will.
I think I've talked about this on the podcast before, maybe. I don't know. I get my lawyers to check it. I don't know. But on the off chance I haven't said this before,
How many episodes is this going to go on for? It's quite obvious
on the off
what
chance
we're
I haven't said
asking
this
for
before,
you to do.
I've realised, I know I've said this part before, but I'm going to build on it. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, that's
So
great. That's
I've
all we're
realised
asking.
lately, because I'm always like mushroom or pepper sauce. Which one? Who knows? No one knows the answer to that.
It's always mushroom.
Well, but sometimes it's pepper. Pepper's great too, and you don't know if they're gonna bring their best pepper to the meal, or they're gonna bring their best mushroom. The best mushroom can beat the worst pepper. The best pepper can beat the worst Mushroom. Thank you. So, what I've been doing is I've realised I can order both. It's like a couple of bucks extra. Order both sauces, champs. That is my recommendation. And the other thing I've realised, I just load that shit with toppers. You get a couple, 2 or 3 toppers on that
As well,
steak.
yeah.
Prawns,
Just add 'em up,
calamari,
yeah.
onion rings.
All of
Done.
them. Put them on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen a.
Oh, fucking
you're talking about the wedding. Your wedding. They've done research now on wedding cake, and apparently the
I think I know where this is going.
Oh, I think I do too.
if you're getting married, stablemates out there,
Don't eat the wedding.
don't let your wife eat the wedding cake. As soon as she eats that, the libido's gone. Yeah. It's out. Don't let her eat it. Yeah.
Well
Get
done.
photos with it.
We all
Don't
saw
put it in her
that.
mouth.
We didn't need binoculars to see that one coming a mile away.
Can I have my,
Oh, you got
my
a fourth one.
My
Okay,
fourth
yeah.
Oh,
memorable
fuck.
meal.
Scoot's still going.
So this one, Great Ocean Road, Aaron and I, before we'd had kids, doing a little,
Pre or post wedding cake.
don't know actually, post. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
post wedding cake. We did the little drive as you do on Great Ocean Road, stayed at a few places. We went to a place called Apollo Bay, which is a great little town. You might have been
Heard of
there.
it, yeah.
They had a fucking amazing pizza shop. So pizza restaurant. So we sat down, we had our pizzas. I had like a Supreme one, and this is like I was talking about before. It's a good pizza when they don't need to go heavy on the ingredients. If it's a shit base and all that, you got to go heavy on the ingredients. Like you don't want Domino's with sparse ingredients. You want to load it all on, just cover up the fact that it's not
Tastes like something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas, they have an awesome base, wood fired. They can go pretty sparse on those ingredients, which they did. This fateful day, they did.
Yeah.
And I was just in
fateful
awe of this pizza.
Yeah.
So Erin and I are eating across from each other. She had hers, whatever pizza it was, I don't know. But
You
I
weren't
had
happy
mine.
with their choice. You were not. You're just disgusted with their choice. It was probably Hawaiian.
Yeah. And I had mine. And it wasn't a massive pizza. Like the base was thin. It wasn't like a small on that. Domino size. It was a bit small on that.
Yeah.
And so I think it was probably a 6 slicer. I had 4 slices.
Yeah.
I could have kept going to town on that thing forever.
Yeah.
I made the decision, and I do this now, and then.
Yeah.
This is a while ago. So, I knew that tomorrow me would thank tonight me
Yeah.
for leaving those 2
So-
slices.
yeah, yep.
So I gone,
I
okay, I'm
gotcha.
pulling up stumps. I'm going to not overdo it, and I'm going to eat the shit out of them tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we went back to Airbnb, not Airbnb because that didn't exist. So I don't know why I said that. It was just a B&B. He had.
It was no air. It was no air.
I think I booked it on the phone. I called him up, and
It was a phone B&B.
and I could make all sorts of requests that I couldn't make on the website.
By
I-
just simply having a conversation
Yeah.
with a human.
yeah, it's
My
nice.
good-
She told me.
my
about-
goodness.
I think she might have told me about the pizza restaurant.
Place.
And what does that lead to? A good pizza.
Ingredients are sparse.
Who would have thought that conversing with another human could bring such great things?
So we got back there. I put it in the fridge, and I also had a Foster's as well because I don't know why. When I go traveling, I like to buy a Foster's or a Melbourne Bitter or something. Just I don't know why.
Yeah.
I can't figure it out. I just like to buy Foster's.
Yeah.
So did that. Had a good sleep, restful sleep. I need to sneeze. Do I keep talking? Or do I wait?
Do what you want.
What would a professional? What would Carl Stefanovic do?
Not mention it. no, certainly not bring it up.
Oh, I reckon Carl would. He'd go, hang on a minute, I've got to sneeze. Yeah. He'd probably fart at the
I've
same
never
time.
seen him do that. Hamish and Andy, they're not
Is it
fucking
gone?
bringing it up.
Is it gone?
It's gone. Yeah.
It's really
Thanks for
gone.
filling that time in. Yes. Anyway, so put it in the fridge. Had a good restful sleep. Had a the Airbnb or the
B&B.
the B&B lady cooked us a nice brekkie. They had like fresh eggs,
Bubble
and all
and
that from the
squeak.
farm, and
Bubble and
bacon,
squeak on toast.
all that sort of stuff. Did that, delightful. Had a conversation with the other people. Like we were all in the the common kitchen. This isn't important to the story, by the way.
Let's keep going then.
Anyway, so we had a delightful breakfast, and then we were like, okay,
You got leftover
great,
pizza.
great to have you, great being here. Love your place. Got a recommendation maybe for the next place. Said toodaloo, and drove on to our next destination, which was I don't know somewhere else along the Great Ocean.
Let's get going then.
Actually, at the next, I had
We've got one question. We've got so many.
I remember a haircut I had at the next destination, which I can tell you about as well. If you like.
No, don't want to hear that.
Anyway, we're probably about 2 hours down the road to the next destination,
Oh,
and I had that moment. You know, Home Alone, where
yes,
she
we know Home
realizes
Alone.
she realizes that she's left Kevin behind, and
left
I
You went,
fucking left the pizza. And I had that, and I was like, pizza! And then I wanted to go back.
So you forgot it?
Yes!
You forgot it.
I
thought you remembered
going,
the others.
sucker.
Yeah.
How far away were you?
2 hours, as I said just before in the story. Rewind it.
I was too busy
Rewind it.
laughing.
I'll wait.
Oh, that's
Kevin.
funny.
Yeah, it was pizza. Oh, it was that moment.
Oh.
And yeah, we discussed whether I called. I can't remember. I might have called just to say that you can enjoy that, and the Fosters, you can have that.
Have that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I'm exhausted.
A B&B, quick one. I won't keep it too long, but
I saw the eye roll.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine.
I think it was pre-kids, and we were travelling, and it was a surprise weekend away for me or something, and we're driving, and we're driving past B&Bs, and I said, oh, I'd never want to do that. That looks so boring. And she went, oh, that's what I booked for tonight and the whole weekend. And I was like, anyway, yeah.
And how is that marriage?
22 years.
sorry,
yeah,
mate.
it's gone. It's gone.
All right, let's do another one. Let's do another one. The stablemates deserve us to get through more than one. All right, next one. Do you have any hidden talents?
Hidden ones.
I know one of yours that you've got.
Okay, what is it?
I'll give you one word and then you go off on a rant about it.
Oh, shit.
Fridge.
Oh, yes.
That's all you needed.
Catching items that fall out of the fridge. It honestly is. And even like things like sunnies that fall off my head. I don't know what it is. I just got this instinct. I will cushion the blow. So
Yeah.
if my sunnies fall, I'll get my foot there and I'll kind of, you know what the good soccer players do when a ball comes and they control it. Like it comes in the air and they like as the ball just touches their foot, they like ease it down to the ground.
Yeah.
For some reason I do that with sunnies and stuff. But yeah, one time in the fridge, a jar of jam, I think I was getting something out and I knocked a jar of jam off the top shelf. And as it was falling down, I kicked it into the bottom shelf. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Another time, this isn't fridge related, but I made I was making a sandwich, a ham sandwich.
Right.
And
Dude.
so
He's off.
I
you
had
14 or 16?
no, I was
or
I was
15?
living
We
in
won't know. We don't know.
I was living in Chapel Hill, so I would have been like early 20s. So I had
Shit.
I had the sandwich. I was making the sandwich. It was open. So I think ham and one side, cheese on the other, mustard pickles, of course, under both sides. And so the bread was facing up with the ingredients on top. Somehow my hand was behind the plate.
Right.
I'm standing at the bench.
Yeah.
So between there's me, there's bench with plate on it, with the sandwich, including the mustard pickles and the things, the other ingredients, whatever other ingredients I needed, which was just a medium for mustard pickles.
And a Foster's.
And then my hand was closer to the splashback
Okay. Yeah.
than the sandwich plate. And then I'd moved my hand back towards my body. Perhaps I had an itch, or something like that.
Scratch your balls.
Yeah, and I just clipped the plate, and it sent it over the edge of the bench, and then like turning downwards,
Yeah.
and then my other hand just smacked it against the cupboard door.
And held it
Held
in
it
place.
in place.
Wow.
All good.
You need the same award he gets for moving his car
What's that
at
one?
the servo.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
good
yeah,
bloke.
yeah,
Yeah.
Good bloke. That's amazing. Yeah, good reflexes. Excellent. All right. Yeah.
I'm fucking exhausted.
I don't have. No.
I got one. I got a little one. I have this thing where I wake up a lot during the night. I'm a shit sleeper. I wake up a lot during the night. I can tell the time. When I wake up, I can get it within 15 minutes.
Yeah?
Every
Yeah,
time.
Interesting.
Every time I'm within 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah. Benji, you got a hidden talent?
Yeah, I've got good microwave instinct. So if I put something in the microwave for 5 minutes or whatever, I just know instinctually that shit's getting close. And by the time I walk to it, it's like 3, 2, 1, bang.
Yeah. Nice.
So
I know what
you,
I'm doing.
so you are walking back towards the microwave.
That's similar. Like a sense of time. Like
Yeah. I'm just like, I'll go check that out. And I get there, bang, right on.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I do I don't know if it's a talent, but nearly every day, and I did it even today, I look at the time and it's 12:34.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Like nearly
Yeah.
every day. Like pretty much.
You're
I don't know
telling
if
us
it's a
about that
talent.
other one you had, the gold panning or something, was it?
Yeah, well, you let me know how that goes.
That is quite the talent by the sounds of it.
Look it up, I guess, everyone.
Anyway, next
Urban
question.
Dictionary.
Oh, next question. Okay. I thought we were going to delve into that one.
Yeah.
I would have
Doesn't get
preferred-
embarrassed, I'm starting to get blushing.
I would have preferred to delve into that one, but we'll just keep going.
Look it up on Urban Dictionary.
Which superpower would you pick out of invisibility
Nah.
or flight?
Ooh.
And why?
We're not going to do. We're not
In
going to.
dreams, when I fly, lucid dreaming, I fly like sort of Superman. I don't flap my arms. Do you?
Imagine
No
that.
one's flapping their
Imagine that.
arms.
I've talked to people and they flap their arms and they're
Oh
flying.
no.
Imagine that if you get granted this one wish and you go flying, that'd be awesome. And like, you have to flap like a duck. Like, that's the worst. You always imagine it's a graceful thing.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Like,
Like, I'll
stop
take it back.
flapping.
I don't
So
know.
flying, because usually when that question gets posed, there's also something like time travel or like teleportation.
No, that wasn't in there at all.
No,
No,
so,
no, the stablemates have not asked
Throw me
that.
out.
So you can
I was
just go
usually
off
go-
what you've been given.
Okay, well, so basically answer based on what the question was.
Well, that's what I would have thought, yes.
Okay. Flight, or what was the other one? Invisibility.
Invisibility.
So what could you do with flight? So you could fly places. So how would that help me?
You can
Well,
fly
if you went to the
places.
pub, right?
How quickly can you fly? Just like
You drive to the pub
like
You choose.
driving speed?
You choose. No.
Walking-
Superman speed.
and you've had
Oh,
too
so
many
it's almost like
beers.
teleportation?
You've had too many beers, you can't drive home.
Fly
But
it.
you can fly home.
Well, here's the thing. If you can fly, you can go places. But
Yeah.
if you're invisible, you just hop on a plane. No one knows.
True. I'm gonna go to visible. Yes, you sold
Yeah.
me on that. Invisible. That would
If you're
be
invisible on a plane, where would you sit?
Wherever you fucking want.
in the cockpit. On the pilot's lap. I don't know. I'm flying a plane.
It's all me.
You doing that with that hat on was so fun. You looked
Why do I get
proper
a sense
special.
that is going to be put somewhere?
You looked proper special.
No, I reckon invisibility because you get creative with that.
Yeah, that's
flying
right.
well, yeah, but invisibility, like we're not touching on all the other
Yeah.
like deviant things. We're not touching on that.
What? What?
But also
like,
people
like
can-
what,
I
Scott?
don't know.
Like watching someone on the job.
I don't know. I have.
Yeah,
You said that, not me. I don't know.
I would do that.
Oh, probably, invisibility.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I think I'm
We
going
cracked the code. Yeah,
invisibility.
invisibility.
Ben cracked the code.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
say we.
it's very good. Yeah.
Oh, very good. Do you believe? Have we got time?
Yes.
How we run?
Yeah, we're good. We're at 1 hour 15.
Okay.
Plenty of time.
Do you believe Earth has been visited by extraterrestrials? Oh, there were some exhales there.
That depends on if you believe Earth is real or
Oh,
if it's
fuck.
simulation.
I think.
Well, in this case, let's say it's real.
Okay.
Thank you. Fuck me.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to say no.
I think that with the amount of suns out there and the amount of them that have orbiting planets,
yep.
and that can surely there's, even if it's in a early stage of like a bacteria or something, there has to be something out there, whether or not something's got enough
To get here.
to get here.
Yeah, I think you and I
That's-
are on the same page. It's out there, but it hasn't been here.
I don't know if it's been here. Yeah, I need to see it. I've seen videos of stuff and people filming from airplanes and they see something fly past and they go, "Oh, UFO just flew past."
too
and
much
they're
bullshit in that
Fighter
respect.
jets. And all
Unless
that
we
kind
are
of
the
stuff.
extraterrestrials that came here.
Well,
from somewhere.
people think that from like how the pyramids were built and all those kind of
Yeah.
things. There's so many.
How were the pyramids built?
Yeah.
Should we
One
solve that
block
right
at a
now?
I reckon we should get to the bottom of that. We're not, unless we're going to look it up, we can't solve it. Like,
Well, you
we'll
can
just
look-
talk it out. Okay.
If you look it up,
So,
if you
where
look
are
it
they?
up, we can't solve it.
Egypt, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
The blocks come from somewhere else.
I don't think we get the done
But the
tonight.
blocks came from hundreds, like thousands of kilometers away or
Same
something.
as Stonehenge and those kind of ones. Yeah.
And
thing
they
I'll
did not
ask-
have the technology to move them.
Back on the UFOs
Horse.
and all that,
Sorry.
has there been, again, look this up, but has there been a stark, I'm not sure if that's the right word either, decrease, that's the right word, in, again, correct,
Stark decline.
UFO sightings since smartphones and stuff?
A decrease.
Yeah, because because it's not verified. Like,
Because people are just like, did you film it?
yeah, you could,
Like, all the
anyone could have a
people who-
sighting. Just get some
Yeah.
mushrooms, have a sighting.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
now it's like, yeah, did you film it? No.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you have your phone with you?
have there
No,
been
I
any-
don't fucking want to hear about it.
Have there been any filmed sightings?
Well, that's what my point. That's why I think it's a no to have they been here, because we got fucking billions of people and the ability to record now. There would be something definitive.
You're
There
saying,
would
but
be
what if they
something-
came years ago? But you're saying, why don't they keep coming back?
Yeah,
maybe
they'd
it's
be
shit.
back.
Maybe we're shit. Maybe it's just like a really
Yeah,
boring.
maybe they came here
planet.
and went, look at these fucking clowns.
They're
They just
gonna wreck
invented
the
the
place
internet.
Yeah.
I've
No,
got,
it's a
I've got
no.
some stats for you.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
UFO sightings steadily in decline since 2014.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it say why?
iPhone.
Look, I'm not. I'm not a magician.
I'm just
Stop asking follow-up questions. Cam.
all right. Well, how about one more follow-up question from the
All
stablemates then instead of me? Do you have any regrets?
Ooh, I
Oh, I got one.
have a lot.
Oh,
No, I think I think one of my biggest regrets was selling my 1971 LC six-cylinder Tirana.
oh, we're going to hear about the Chimera now. 'cause
Yeah,
of
I was
you.
just thinking that the
Yeah.
Chimera is a regret for me.
Now-
the Tirana's quite different to the
I
Chimera.
know, if I had have kept it, it'd be worth probably.
Yeah.
I think I did a
Be worth fucking heaps now.
85 to $92,000
Oh dear.
or
Jeez.
something like that
Yeah.
in the condition I had it in, original tan with a. Ooh, I gotta cry. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I remember driving home one time from the coast in the Tirana, had the windows down, music blaring, all that kind of thing, and a car full of chicks drove past, and they're like, slow down, and slow down, like, and then bikini top thrown into the Tirana.
Oh,
Oh.
Thank you.
happy days.
And then I just sped off into the sunset.
Did that ever
I'm
happen
like,
in the Chimera?
I'm going to keep up with them. I've got a 138 6-cylinder.
Bikini tops, not thrown into the Chimera.
It's probably bricks.
You got a few jock straps, maybe. I don't know.
And I guess that's my biggest regret selling it. But back then they were everywhere.
Yeah.
And you just didn't know.
Yeah,
You didn't know.
Yeah.
But
It's
like my
like
dad
it's
with
that
his
you
record
regret
collection.
not buying Bitcoin when it was 30 cents.
Well, yeah. The
that
question
guy paid for a pizza, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, that pizza would be worth millions now.
Anyway, yeah.
I find it really hard to analyze the definition of the word regret. Like, does regret mean
Of course you do.
you're okay that it happened, but wouldn't, like, define regret for me? Like, wouldn't do it again, or
I wish I hadn't have
It's
done that.
hindsight, I guess.
I wish I could go back and change that.
but most things that happen that I made a dumb decision, I've grown from. You know?
Yeah, but
So-
it's I think it's something that you genuinely wish you could go back and change.
But the fact that you wish you could go back and change it means that you've acknowledged that it was a dumb thing to do and you've learnt from it.
But maybe it's not a growth thing. Like Leggy's not
I know
grown.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Leggy hasn't grown because he sold his Tirana. Like it's like, I
I've
think-
groaned.
groaned.
Yeah.
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 I think you're overthinking it.
Yeah.
Just answer the fucking
Possibly.
question.
That's unlike you.
Yeah. Just answer the fucking question.
Probably, yeah.
I got some drunken moments I would
Take back.
take back, like some real dumb things I did when I was drunk that put others at risk. There was a night.
But you've learned from it.
I don't know if I did. There was a night where I was walking along Corro Drive in Brisbane,
Yeah.
and there were witches' hats changing the traffic, like directing the traffic to merge lanes from the left lane to the right lane.
No.
And I was drunk, and I just thought it'd be the funniest thing to change those witches' hats so that they merged the right lane to the left lane. And I changed them. And
Have you just admitted a crime?
oh yeah.
I think this is a cold case they could dig up.
Yeah, okay. They were not happy with
New
me.
evidence.
Oh,
was last week.
that was dumb. But outside of those drunken, stupid things, I don't think
You
I've
can't
got
have
any
too many, I guess.
major
but
regrets.
you live. Yeah, we all fuck up. We all make
Yeah.
mistakes. We
Go-
all move on.
For your Tirana thing though, that's not a regret. Like it's like I said, like with Bitcoin. I wish I had bought Bitcoin when it was 1 cent instead of fucking $4,000 or something like that. Like no one's got that crystal ball, so I don't think that falls into the category of regret. It's more opportunity lost or something like that. But
Yeah.
anyway, all right. Should we go one
Benji,
more?
you don't have one?
No, mate.
No? Okay.
No regrets.
No regret. Have you seen that
regrets.
movie where he's got the
With the
tattoo?
Millers.
No regrets with AJ.
That's great.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I said to Tash the other day, should I get that tattoo? That no regrets
I'd
tattoo.
love to get something.
And she said, absolutely fucking
I'd
not.
love to get something like that.
But I actually think I might. Tash listens to the podcast.
Yeah,
so
I might.
I think I'm going to go do it. All right. If you could choose only one... Oh, fuck.
Oh, well,
Fuck. Oh, Scoot.
what are you looking at me for?
Oh, no,
Scoot.
just Scoot.
Can I guess what this is going to be?
Yeah.
If you could choose only one type of food to eat for the rest of your life?
No, close.
Okay.
If you could choose only one condiment
Oh,
to eat for the rest of
Okay.
your life, which would you choose?
Fountain steak sauce.
Oh,
Who
that was
said
great.
that?
well, that's easy.
Do you know who said that?
Stablemate David.
Look, you'd be looking at obviously your HP sauces are going to be in consideration. The boring answer could be tomato sauce because is there anything I can't live without? Like obviously sausage on bread. No, fountain steak sauce. I'm going to commit to that. What other condiments are there? So barbecue sauce, no, fountain steak sauce has that covered. So any situation that tomato sauce can do, fountain steak sauce can do. Any situation that barbecue sauce can do, fountain steak sauce can do. There's some very specific situations that HP sauce thrives in, and that's a cold corned beef sandwich.
Breakfast. It's good in breakfast.
But so I'll admit that HP sauce is better for that particular application of a cold corned beef sandwich. But
Mine is the Byron Bay chili coconut.
I had a couple of good years with that.
Yeah.
What
Until
about
I
this
overdid it.
though?
I'd have
Put
that
on
ice cream.
potatoes or scrambled eggs.
Eggs. Oh, yeah. It's great.
But
Yeah,
if you
it's-
choose, what about this? If you choose a specific sauce, it's going to affect every pizza you have
What do you mean?
because there's sauce on pizza.
Well, like, are you saying you can't use pizza-based sauce? Like, can I buy a pizza from Domino's
guess.
still?
Oh, so you have to take everything
I don't
out.
know. I don't know.
Oh,
Nah,
I think
I reckon we're leaving. That's a wholly made meal that
Yep.
exists. Like otherwise,
Yeah,
you're taking out sauce from carbonara.
Bolognese and shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Ah,
What about aioli? Does that have a
Nah,
part?
too garlicky.
Like chips and
Nah.
stuff?
no, that Byron
Why are you
Bay-
laughing at aioli?
the joke I made last night at dinner.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you did make a fair joke in front of my children. I think they weren't listening. You're quite
they would be.
responsible.
No, that Byron Bay chili, the
Yeah.
coconut one.
That's a good one.
Get that.
Yeah, it is good.
I've had it on everything. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. So
So you're forgoing mustards. You're forgoing mint sauce with lamb. Can never have that again.
no, this sauce covers every base for me. So that's mine. Yeah. What about you? Your
I was thinking mushroom sauce to start with, but I do like that Byron Bay chili.
Yeah.
Like, I do
stable
like
mates,
that.
get onto it. It's,
Um,
yeah.
It's the coconut chili, isn't it?
Yes.
Is that like a special? Like they've got other chilies.
They
Or-
do have other ones.
So this is
yeah.
the coconut. It's like a brownie color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
There's a lot you can do with mushroom sauce. I'm
craving
not
it
upset
right
if
now.
I'm putting some mushroom sauce on my sausage roll.
Yeah. I mean, mushroom sauce delicious.
It's like I'd put it on nearly everything.
do you?
Yeah, I
Where do you
don't,
get
but
it?
I would.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I would.
Condiment, Benji, you
I
got?
reckon Frank's Red Hot. Have you had that before?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
good.
It's
just like
good.
a vinegary hot sauce type thing.
Okay.
On eggs, whatever.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's
right.
good. All right, I
think we're done.
We've done episode 14. Once again, thanks, guys. Love you.
You two just looked in each other's eyes then, and Scott said it.
Yes.
Well done.
And thanks again, Stablemates. We'll have some more videos and everything out on TikTok, YouTube, all those
Yep.
kind of ones soon. Get in touch. Send us in your questions.
Yep.
We're loving those coming through. And we will have a Fishy Bee episode 15 coming up after this one. But have a great Christmas, great holidays. Enjoy with your kids full time.
Oh, yeah. Fucking hell. Fuck, I forgot they're at home.
Yes. But we'll see you again very soon. Thank you very much and good much.
Can we talk about that?
Fucking horse.